Whether you're a residential landlord who owns one property or have a multi-property portfolio, residential landlord insurance, also known as buy-to-let insurance, is designed to protect a landlord and their financial investment. It protects your property, its contents and your personal liabilities should anyone be injured or their property damaged while at your property and take legal action against you. The policy will cover the cost of legal defence and compensation if their claim is successful. At One Broker, our policies also include protection for accidental damage to buildings and contents, loss of rent, lock replacement and trace and access for pipework. Plus, we can have malicious damage and theft by tenants cover should you need it. Landlord insurance is for property owners renting a residential property in the UK. This can be a house, maisonette, flat and also larger HMO properties. It can be arranged for private individuals or companies. While it is not a legal requirement, you may need landlord buildings insurance as a condition of your buy-to-let mortgage. Your lender will want to protect their property while there is a mortgage in place. But even if you don't have a mortgage, or you're a leaseholder and not responsible for the fabric of the building, we'd recommend landlord insurance for the peace of mind it gives you. With it in place, you can be confident that your investment and any contents are protected against a wide array of risks. Plus, you are protected for legal action that may be brought against you for any damage, illness or injury that may occur as a result of your property. Home insurance is not designed for buy-to-let properties because the risks are different. As a result, a home insurer is unlikely to pay out a claim made on a home insurance policy if the property is rented out. This is because landlords face a wider range of risks than homeowners. For instance, homeowners do not face a potential risk of being sued by their tenants or tradesmen for personal injury that could occur in the property as a result of the landlord's negligence. Loss of rent cover will not be covered either. If your buy-to-let property becomes uninhabitable due to an insured event, landlord insurance will either cover the value of the lost rent or the cost of alternative accommodation for your tenants while the property is repaired. There is no standard price for landlord insurance. The cost is dependent on a variety of risk factors. One of the policies available with us bases the price on the number of bedrooms within the property, rather than being based on the sum insured. The price of your cover will also be affected by a variety of risk factors, such as location, age, claims history, construction, and type of tenants. We can offer insurance to freeholders and leaseholders, and even a mixture. For instance, if you own a block of 4 flats and 2 within the block are owned by a leaseholder and the other 2 are let, we can tailor a package for you, which covers the property under one policy but offering cover for both types of occupancy. We recommend it. Although it's not a legal requirement, it is important to protect your flat or apartment. Not least because it's a common misconception that service charges cover leaseholders' insurance needs. This is not typically the case. The freeholders policy tends to cover the fabric of the building and associated liabilities and will not cover the leaseholder, landlord, for liability within their flat they own. Once you step over the threshold of a common area into the flat, liabilities will not be covered by the main block insurance. Individual residents and tenants will therefore need their own insurance to protect their contents and their liabilities. For instance, if someone were to trip over a loose carpet at your tenanted property and hurt themselves, they could pursue you for damages. The freeholders policy will not cover you if this were to happen. Legal expenses and rent guarantee insurance is an additional policy for landlords. It is often provided by a different company to the main property insurance, but can run alongside the main landlord insurance policy. We're seeing increasing interest in rent guarantee insurance because it comes into play when tenants default on their rent. It will cover your missing rent until they pay or you evict them. It is combined with legal expenses cover in case you need to take legal action to evict your tenants. It's important to highlight that this is different from loss of rent cover. That only comes to play when your property is uninhabitable as a result of an insured event, so you cannot rent your property until it is repaired. Simple answer is no, it doesn't. Landlord insurance is protection for the landlord only. However, we can help your tenants to arrange insurance for their contents and liabilities. We do recommend that they take out this protection in case their personal belongings are damaged or stolen. If necessary, our tenants' insurance policies can include protection for pet damage to landlord property. So, if your tenants have pets, we can make sure they have protection for damage to the fabric of the property and any contents you may have left for their use. Not necessarily. At One Broker, we can put together a property portfolio policy to cover all of your properties and arrange it so that they all renew at the same time, so you have one policy to manage each year. It's still a good idea to have it. For instance, your property may still have visitors, such as postal workers, who, if they have an accident while accessing your property, could bring a liability claim. In addition, your property still can suffer from damage from leaks, natural events, theft or malicious damage. I should highlight that landlord insurance will only provide protection for the first 90 days of non-occupancy. This is because there is an increased chance of risk or damage after this point. If you think that your property may be unoccupied for more than 90 days, it is important to speak to your insurance broker or insurer to put the appropriate protection in place. We can certainly help you arrange insurance for a holiday let. While the risks are higher for short-term property rentals, insurance exists for this, and we can help you put a suitable insurance in place. At One Broker, our experienced teams understand the challenge you face. I and several of my members of my team have worked for letting agencies, so we understand the risks of being a landlord and the current market conditions. This means that we can ensure that your insurance meets your needs. In addition to helping you arrange your insurance and answer any questions you may have, we also have an in-house claims team who can help you if anything does go wrong, liaising between you and your insurer to ensure that you achieve a positive outcome. And when it comes to renewal, we'll review your policy and explain any rate increase and potential indexation issues related to the increasing costs and inflation, so you're not left underinsured.